Views after protests in Eastern Libyan cities Benghazi, Marj and Al Bayda, Eastern Libyan government has resigned. Last night, Abdullah al Thani, who is the head of Eastern Libyan government, he submitted his resignation to Aguila Saleh, who is the head of Libyan House of Representatives. Now, Libyan HoR will discuss about this resignation of Abdullah al Thani in the next session. Because protests have been going on especially in Benghazi for the past few days. On Sunday, protesters set on fire government buildings in Benghazi as well. And they're protesting against corruption, power outages, and mismanagement, poor living conditions both in Eastern and Western Libya due to this long war. We saw in Western Libya that protesters they took the streets of Tripoli there, then in Sabrata as well. After that, Fatih Bashaga was suspended, who was the interior minister of GNA. Now, here heads are rolling in Eastern Libya. But the real center of power in Eastern Libya, it is not the government, Eastern Libyan government of Abdullah al Thani. It is LNA viewers. It is Libyan National Army of Haftar, and to some extent Libyan HoR. These two are power centers in Eastern Libya. Government Abdullah al Thani, it does not have that much authority there. So I think this move is aimed at pacifying protesters. And unless and until there are major decisions like lifting of oil blockade, and other major decisions, we won't see any change in the lives of Libyan people. Libyan people will keep on suffering until there is some sort of large-scale solution to this crisis in Libya between GNA and LNA. There must be resumption of oil production viewers. Libyan economy, it relies on oil. And so far, oil blockade, it hasn't been lifted completely. So this is the most important thing. Secondly, viewers, United Nations Support Mission in Libya issued a statement yesterday. It condemned a force used against protesters in Al-Marj. And the statement of UN mission says that at least one protester was killed and several were injured. And the mission is calling for inquiry into this use of force against protesters. So those protests in both Eastern and Western Libya, they are creating an impact. But will there be a real change as a result of these protests or not? This is the most important question. Let's see what happens in the coming days. Thanks for watching.